Hey, Response Prayer family. Happy 4th of July, one day in advance. Love all of our patriotic hearts just coming to life and celebrating this day. So, very quick announcement for you, and I want to ask your help with something. We're going to push forward. This is really exciting. I think you're going to love it. We're going to push forward with creating some testimonies for Freedom Prayer and begin to put those out to the congregation in two specific ways. One, you will see some videos created that will become bumper videos before some of the services when they fit a topic and when they seem right to do. We're going to have those in a bank. Secondly, you'll see pieces of some of those rolling on social media in either written form or an actual piece of the video, recorded video. So here's what we need to do. We need to start gathering some testimonies. Now, obviously, not everybody wants to share their testimony, and that's great. But if you had somebody that had a really great story, like they came in and really experienced freedom, if there's a story arc, like this is the first time they ever heard from God, and they were really hoping to do that, or they never expected to do that and that happened, or man, they've been struggling with this issue for decades or for years and kind of lost hope that there would be any opportunity, for anything to be different. And they came to Freedom Prayer and something shifted for them, or any of those story arcs. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but obviously those things really help. When you're giving testimony, it helps people think like, oh, if that happened to them, that can happen to me too. And we also want a story from a leader who you feel like something's really shifted in you in terms of what you've seen, what God has done in your own heart by watching him work in other people's hearts. I know that's true for a lot of you that have experienced a growth sort of surge through Freedom Prayer and just by watching the faithfulness of God. So here's what I need you to do. If you have someone who had a story that you think is worthy of telling, could you send me their name and just a little bit about what you saw? What's the arc of that story that you saw? If you feel like you're one of those leaders and you feel like you could be, pretty convincing on a video. So some people just, that's happened to me, but I could do it in a written form, but I'm not going to film a video. Look, everyone's not right for this particular medium. I'm not that sure that's great for me either, but here I am doing it. Anyway, if this is something you fear or wouldn't want to do, then maybe a written paragraph or so, and we could take pieces of it or a bite of it, or maybe that's not for you. So I just need you to share with me names of people that you think have had a really pretty significant experience in Freedom Prayer. I will take it from there as far as reaching out to those people and letting them know what we're doing. Some of them I've gotten the first batch of responses from the Freedom Prayer team in Nashville. Oh, by the way, we had about 15 people that sent in. I know it's not a huge number, but 15 people filled out those surveys. So please don't forget to have them take that QR code on the blue pamphlet and really ask them as soon as they leave to do the survey. It was so encouraging and so helpful to see what happened with people. And I'll tell you one exciting thing. There's a question in there that said, I measured like when you came in, how you felt like you heard from God, and when you left, do you feel like you heard from God? And it was like the answers were disagree, somewhat disagree, neutral, agree, strongly agree. And they all came in and answered that first question in varying degrees. So some were like not at all connected to God in that way, somewhat, and a couple people said strongly agree. But every single person put that after the prayer time, I strongly agree that I'm able to hear from God. So that, I don't know about you, but that made my heart just sing. That's been a huge goal for us. And so God is meeting us in that place and really helping us to take our people to that step. So well done. Exciting news. So again, there's some people who said already they're not willing to share their testimony. So I will match it against those and make sure I don't send that out to anybody that has already said no thanks. But I need to gather the stories. So please shoot me the name, one or two names of somebody that you really think would be a great testimony on film, or just a couple of bites on Instagram. And then you yourself, if you feel like as a leader that's something you'd want to share and tell your story, then let me know that too. This is the next step for us, and I'm really excited that Amanda is really, so this is one of 6 to 9 initiatives that the creative team is really going to take on this coming year to promote freedom prayer in a whole different way. So I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. And we're just going to keep being faithful and doing what God is asking us to do. So much fruit, so much freedom, so much blessing. So thank you again. Happy 4th of July, and I love you guys.